Alaopa.
Alaopa.
Elawapa.
Allahuapa.
Elawapa.
The Tambo cluster is one of our A clusters in Zambia. I can't even express myself how I feel whenever I'm in Tambo cluster, because when I reach there, everybody has something to tell you about the study circle, about the children classes, about the Sunday devotional meetings. The Tambo cluster is a remote area. There is no running water there. There is no electricity. Communication is a problem. Sometimes one Bahai can dedicate himself, he can cycle a bicycle all the way from Mutambo just to reach the main road, which is about 85 kilometers, so that he posts that later. They are managing their own activities without help from the regional council, from the National Spiritual Assembly. They have even reached the status of sending home front pioneers to other regions of Zambia. Chief Ntambo himself has been active.
My faith really has helped me to be a chief. As a chief, I've got absolute powers, but I've told the people no, any decision that has to be made must be consulted upon with elders. It has taught me to respect the position of our women in the society, to appreciate the education of our children, especially girls in particular. I try to bring in women to become heads of certain communities. Traditionally, women are trodden upon. They are not supposed to be leaders in any community. So I taught them, look, you cannot leave them behind. If you want to advance, let everybody move forward. I am happy to report that this position has been accepted by our community.
The Baha'is of Ntambo has been empowered because they have understood the purpose of the institute process. The institute program in Zambia has decided to use the curriculum, which is the Ruhi materials from Colombia. The Ruhi books are very helpful in the communities.
Tunaona kuwa kwina wanu munyikande ya Ruhi buku. Tunaona kuwa Mungu kubiza kulomberera wakutanga mazwa ajira mulanga mafuka munyima. Twadinga na kusha mazwa ajira munyitu wanyu. Iranga mu kuitira munyikande ya Ruhi buku. Tuna wanu mu mazwa ajira kuyingisha mutu.
Muronga ne mumu wa amne buku wano na kureje na babare antu abahai. Kuronda tuburu kwenda munjira jana wa adina mazu na iruiru yambuka.
Muronga mwekara yuma ya ivuru. Yuma yekara muna mubuku wano. Yekara yasweja kuhizi mwisha muntu. Hirane wako ngangamu huku kongamu wanyu.
I myself have done books 1 to 4, and I've drawn a lot of inspiration out of this. Inspiration to go to rise and serve. These really have helped us.
The institute process has an impact on the status of women in the Ntambo cluster. During the previous years, women were shy to get involved in the Baha'i activities. But as we started conducting the institute courses in the Ntambo cluster, more women got interested, and they went through the sequence of courses, like up to book 6.
Mu book 6 tuna wanu mutwana mwingine yiru tejo na tangishia mwekeshi kuna kana kana kutangishira yi. Chengi na wanu kuiruka chengi mwaka na kutangishira.
Ichina mwale kuishi nadisha levu ya kuirandi he uri chukupu. Kuitira mninyi kandi ya rui book.
The impact that the Institute has brought about, there's a lot of confidence in people. People have come to know more, have been deepened in the faith. And also, people have come to realize their obligation towards the faith. It's not just a matter of being Baha'i and sit down, you know. It means a lot. It means going out and spreading the word of God.
Akakwaya wena chuma chitatu yana nachukua na kuimba wena mulongera ne kutukufa yemba tumina tutana tukufa mina teni tutafumshe nga mazo ajira kumsha mu marubu buku.
Antoine abura kuikara Bahai hakutie tuna kuimba nikutangisha munjira mtu dienena chainka nga chukupu muwena ni chumweni chakura ne kuji kama na baura charara na kutangisha chukupu.
The importance of having the cluster meetings has helped us much because everybody in the community knows what is happening.
Ipinja monyima itwadinga anda tuikara na ma clusters. Community ejima ya dinye dimen harwaho nkawao wana community ne kuishi roko spiritual assembly kuira plan na utroka na kutangishiko chukuyana kutangisha oneya na zegu yana kutangisha anashikami wo tichikwadinga ukwashwa kudikwasha wanyima communities iranga chainu mpenje kuwaha kudu muronga ma communities ejima anadibombidei hamu
kina kengela imkawa Bahai muronga adikwata hamu twatena kusata hao hamu
tunairi hambidi munjira ya ma reflections muna ma reflections di mutwa mwena nga ne tuna kuya hambidi tahindi tuna kufunta muishina
muchakachi mu nashikuli pompelu itanu na iyedi kufuma ipompelu iwana nashikili pompelu 10 na pompelu chimu
ne reflection course twadu kuira for up one twadu kuya hambidi wani ma plans makwao era hadi community mutuna afirinetu hadi ni runga tuna kenga kwenzo na community chinga tuiri plan etwaweni muronga chenyi nawa etwaweni tutudi momwene wo mumunodiirunga hikudi antu ana kufuma hana hamba dina kwinzana kutukwasha wani etwaweni tumo munu mwirunga de tutukwira plan hani unity yekara nukudikwata hamu dichuma china rete shi mwaka tusoishi kwenzo na ipompero ya ivuru ham chidi chuma china tukwashi ku cluster.
The secret of the success in the Ntambo cluster is because people have taken ownership of the institute as their own.
Thursday today. We're going to feast.
Excited about going to this feast. So much has been happening. It's going to be really exciting.
If you see that there's no study circle, for example, or no devotional meeting in your sector, we want to see who would volunteer at this feast right now to start one. And then the idea is that everyone would lend assistance and see what that person needs or those people need to get that off the ground.
Over the last couple of years, our community has learned a lot about individual initiative. They have the ability to say, okay, well, we need another study circle. I need to start another study circle.
The number of devotional meetings, the number of study circles, and the number of children's classes has multiplied like crazy.
People here, I noticed, are not afraid to take the initiative to start something new and to try something new and to make the mistakes and learn from them. They're very excited to just do it.
A friend of mine was really searching, And as soon as she told me this, I said, okay, guess what? My husband and I are starting a study circle next week, little to my husband's knowledge, I hadn't told him, and we want you to join. And she got so excited, and I told her, the only thing is, we need about 9 or 10 people to start the class, so do you have any friends of yours that might be able to join the study circle? And she said, yeah. So that was the beginning of our study circle.
Having to manage all these people who were so full of energy, they just wanted to do so much. The assembly almost became like the traffic cop, you know, like having to direct where everyone goes and really to manage all this volcano of activity.
We wanted to start a devotional meeting here at the university. I went and mentioned it to my LSA saying, well, you know, this is what I'd like to do. What do you think? I was a little hesitant though, just because I hadn't done it before, but they totally encouraged it. They just said, you know, like, go ahead, experiment with it. There's not a right or wrong way to do it. Just try different things until you find something that works, which is exactly what I needed to hear.
The institutions are very open if someone arises to do something or someone makes a suggestion.
They allow us to have that latitude, you know, to think and to be creative and find different ways of really doing our roles, or, you know, really encouraging us to do our best.
And I think the most important thing that we're getting from all of the different institutions is encouragement. And they don't just forget that something has been done. They always ask, you know, well, how is it going? Is there anything we can do to help? It's not just something that they want you to start and take care of yourself. They're willing to help you as much as they can.
I think what we learned is that the essence of encouragement is not telling someone, oh, good job, or, oh, I think you can do this, you know, or I'm sure you can do this. But rather, we've seen is that assembly members, with their presence, encourage people in their devotional meetings. Just go and be a part of their devotional meetings. Same with auxiliary board members or their assistants. It's a different type of encouragement where you actually walk together with the people. You don't just tell them, oh, good job.
Just knowing that there are people behind you supporting you at all times, it's really encouraging.
I think the success within this cluster is the level of unity among the institutions. One of the very first steps to establishing firm unity within the institutions is study of guidance. To put whatever the House of Justice has been saying before anything else.
We have in this cluster interinstitutional meetings, and the assemblies are part of it, the auxiliary board members, the area coordinator, the institute board, and representative of the Baha'i Council. In these meetings, a unified vision is basically achieved.
Auxiliary board members would never go off and make plans without consulting the Assembly, and at the same time, the Assembly wouldn't think of designing a plan without consulting the auxiliary board members.
So when we achieve the goal, the bottom line is that we don't know who has done it, which institution has done it.
When you love the institutions and you love the friends in those institutions, it offers and provides a whole new dimension, you know, a whole new.
Mantova è nel nord Italia, è una piccola città, è una città con tradizioni antiche. All'inizio del processo dell'istituto nell'area del Mantovano, alcuni amici pensavano e desideravano invitare non Bahai ai circoli di studio. In i documenti del Centro Internazionale di Insegnamento era scritto che in alcune comunità nel mondo Bahai i circoli di studio iniziavano a trasformarsi in strumenti per l'insegnamento diretto. Così anche noi abbiamo cominciato a pensare in questi termini e abbiamo deciso di provare all'inizio con gli amici e i conoscenti.
In questo circolo di studio Prima di tutto ho trovato una grande accoglienza.
Come stai? Bene, grazie.
Ho visto tante persone diverse, però tutte con tanta voglia di migliorarsi. Questa è la cosa che mi è piaciuta molto. Io non ho una mia fede, io vado al circolo di studio perché è una situazione di nutrimento. Sto più attenta a come mi pongo con gli altri. Effettivamente da un po' di tempo vedo che funziona meglio, sia a casa che a scuola, che con le amiche. Ci vado perché so che quando ritorno a casa, dopo essere stata al gruppo, sono più serena.
Quando l'idea di invitare i non Bahai si è presentata alla comunità, le reazioni sono state diverse. La maggioranza dei credenti pensavano ed erano convinti che sia il metodo e sia il concetto dell'istituto fosse solo per i Bahai.
Allora, noi innanzitutto nel nostro gruppo di lavoro ci sono 5 non Bahai e siamo in 3 Bahai. Non sappiamo bene come presentare la cosa, quali sarebbero state le reazioni appunto di questi ragazzi, ma le reazioni sono state veramente positivissime, con tantissime domande, con tantissimi interessi.
Sì, mi sono sentita proprio accolta, abbracciata in qualche modo da loro e da questa fede. Ne fanno parte di questo circolo persone che sono molto importanti per me e per la mia vita. La fede Bahai, come ho già detto prima, la sento in parte mia, anche pur non essendo una ragazza Bahai, però sì, può darsi che in futuro diventi proprio mia.
Abbiamo notato che nelle poche esperienze che abbiamo avuto finora con gli amici no Bahai, che il calore, la vicinanza, la continuità dell'esperienza è molto gradita. È un'esperienza continuativa, non è un'esperienza singola di qualche sera.
Ogni sabato ci incontriamo alla stazione dove insomma ci ritroviamo per andare a casa degli ospiti che ci tengono appunto.
E poi alla sera si facevano comunque cose diverse per divertirsi, insomma, come andare al cinema o giocare a bowling, queste cose lì. La fede Bahai la conoscevo molto poco prima, anzi non la conoscevo proprio prima di incontrare Shidan.
Sono contentissimo perché avere un amico di scuola che viene a una cosa così importante per me è una cosa molto bella.
La fede Bahai ovviamente non può essere una cosa che riguarda solo Shidan, ma con il partecipare è diventata una cosa sempre più mia, che faceva parte di me. Il circolo di studi ha arricchito e ha approfondito ancora di più l'amicizia che c'era tra noi.
Stiamo sperimentando vie creative di raggiungere un numero maggiore di persone e per questo abbiamo fatto un esperimento attraverso il coro Bahai di Mantova.
Uno dei vari modi per invitare le persone ai circoli di studio è il coro.
Invece di essere un concerto è una conferenza-concerto, con l'obiettivo, attraverso un oratore Bahai, di invitare esplicitamente i non Bahai, i simpatizzanti ai circoli di studio. Insieme all'attività del coro è molto importante la presenza di un workshop di danza a Mantova.
La domenica scorsa c'è stato un mega spettacolo, uno spettacolo di danza in gruppo workshop e alla fine della serata abbiamo invitato le persone al circolo di studio e incrociamo le dita e insomma speriamo che vada tutto bene.
Quello che ci muove ad invitare i non Bahai a partecipare ai circoli di studio è l'amore verso di loro e l'amore per Ba'ullah. In the beginning, we had one centralized devotional meeting. And with decentralization, we started having a devotional meeting here, a devotional meeting here, a devotional meeting there. And soon, we had 100 devotional meetings with about 1,000 friends gathering together. When the call came to multiply the devotional meetings, the reflection that took place was, how can we multiply? The realization came that they can have individual devotional meetings in their homes. Everybody is thirsting to have a prayer in their home. So each home literally became a center of devotional activity.
Every time we have devotion meetings here, I feel so good because it's like this home is blessed. Because a lot of people, they have a home, but they don't do anything with it. They just live in it.
Each one then is able to invite his friends, and therefore it actually has a far wider effect, in the sense more people come and are in touch with the Baha'i community.
What we immediately saw happening was the large number of non-Baha'i friends who suddenly started coming.
I've been coming to these devotional meetings quite regularly, and it really calms me down, and I feel really good fellowship kind of with all these people, and it's a good feeling that I felt I'm building a relationship with God as well.
I feel very welcome in the Baha'i community. My kids love to pray now. The Baha'i prayers are very nice. They have prayers for different occasions. For everything they have a prayer. So that's the best part I like.
They knew that this was a meeting where Baha'is are going to gather to pray. And they were curious. They wanted to know, okay, how is it you Baha'is pray? You know?
And when our friends, or when their friends come in, we can actually pass on the knowledge and the skills to them, you see, because we can get them to say, why don't you organize the devotion meetings although you're not Baha'i?
Yeah. And in fact, that is exactly what happened.
Before I became a Baha'i, I attended quite a number of devotionals, and I've also held a few devotionals before I declared.
I told my neighbors that prayers can be said in anywhere. So if even you want to have it in your homes, it will be wonderful. There are blessings from God, you know. This Lily particularly, she said, yes, why not? It will be nice to have prayers in my place. So she welcomed us to have a devotional gathering in her house.
昨天晚上我请了很多朋友来我家祈祷，所以我感觉到很高兴，很幸运。我希望下次有这样的机会再来我家祈祷。
One thing that we have found has been very successful is themed devotional meetings. For example, one was for friends who are sitting for the major government exams.
I organized this devotional for two purposes. One is to show my friends how the Baha'is pray, and the other reason is because the exams are coming up real soon. I think my non-Baha'i friends felt very happy because you could see the smile on their face, and I think they're very confident to sit for their exams now.
So today we have literally about more than 100 devotional meetings going on, when previously, because of our own restrictions or our own thinking, we had confined it to one devotional meeting.
One thing that we've learned is how participation in one core activity usually leads into participation in one of the others, or both of the others, right?
So when I invited Lily to attend study circle, she agreed to it. So we started study circle.
我认为参加这个Bahai的木湾可以跟邻居们一起联络感情跟可以学做人的道理。
I got 3 non-Baha'i Chinese ladies who agreed to come every Friday. They felt very comfortable with me and my family. I've got 4 children. The youngest one is Roya, and they had children same age. That way I make Roya to go about and inviting them as well to attend junior youth classes and the children's classes.
So it's all interconnected. These 3 core activities are going to be portals for the entry by troop, for the process of entry by troops, and therefore multiplying it, and every home having a devotional meeting, and every home trying to have children's classes, every home trying to start a study circle with their friends. It is their service to Ba'u'llah.
There was an amazing difference in the community. The community was alive and buzzing. We saw an immediate change in the feasts. All of a sudden the feast became more alive, people had more suggestions for the assemblies, there was much more happiness.
We've got plays in our cluster meetings now, we've got a lot of music going on, and it's really brought the community together, and we're having a lot more fun than we used to, I guess. The summer campaign ran through the whole of summer, so 3 months. We started usually very early in the morning, around 8:30, which is quite early for me, and we'd go to about 5:30 in the afternoon. We were able to spend the summer together, learning and reading the writings and studying together, which was very memorable and unique.
One of the reasons that we needed a summer campaign was to quickly move a significant number of believers through the full sequence of the Ruhi series of materials. All the courses were filled up. In many cases, instead of having 12 or 15 enrolled for one course, there were 20 or 30 were overwhelmed. We couldn't have imagined the response of the believers. There were even some believers who came on the first day and said, I'm here in case someone drops out at the last minute, I want to take their place.
It was like a university, and everyone from around the city would come together, and they'd have their different rooms, and they'd be studying something different, and then we'd share with other people during the breaks, oh, what are you studying? Oh, I'm studying this. Oh, it was absolutely fantastic.
During the summer campaign, we perhaps introduced arts seriously for the first time, and it was interesting to see how the use of arts assisted the participants to really understand what they were reading and to talk about it. It's very pleasing to see the way the arts are being taken out into the community by the participants of the study circle.
I'd like to introduce our study circle.
We couldn't have imagined the impact of the arts. We're seeing people actually composing music, people writing poetry. We're seeing puppet shows that are explaining some of the teachings of the faith, and also with regards to storytelling of events in the history of the faith. And this is something that we couldn't have imagined, the impact of the arts.
One of the most significant aspects of the study circle process was a real change in the way we studied and learnt together. Most of us are, of course, very familiar with the lecture process, where a person with great knowledge stands up and delivers a talk or a lecture. Now, the study circle process is almost the opposite of that. It's a matter of learning as a group. It's a matter of participative learning, where people do things together, they learn together, they ask questions together. The tutor is primarily responsible for the process, and not necessarily responsible to provide all of the knowledge and all of the information that's required to run the study circle.
If I look at the list of tutors that we have in Western Australia at the moment, maybe only 1/10 of them would have been believers that I would have thought, oh, they would make a good tutor. The other 90% are believers who have been arisen through this process, and they're some of our best tutors.
I was really scared about getting involved in the institute process and tutoring. I thought, no, I can never tutor because I was just so shy. A little while through book one, I thought, oh, I can do this. I think, because my tutor was someone who I knew was being very shy, and he was doing it, so I thought, no, I can do this.
One of the very important parts of the Institute Board's role is to ensure that the tutors are continually developing in their role. So one of the important ways of doing this is the tutor encounters.
Tutor encounters are basically some time set aside every couple of months where the tutors will come together just to discuss different issues. We'll talk about challenges and victories we've had in study circles, so
If you've been having a problem, you can voice it to the group and get their feedback.
And this is a way by which the tutors themselves can share information, but by which the Institute board can also gauge how effective the Institute process is and how it's developing. We also have an Institute newsletter called The Wayfarer.
The Wayfarer magazine is our tutor magazine. Basically, tutors can send in stories or suggestions or victories, little snippets of their study circle experiences for other tutors to have a look at. It's beautifully put together and just emailed out to the tutors, so it's very accessible.
It contains actual tips that will enable the tutor to become a better tutor.
You've always got something there every month updating you on what's new in the world of institutes.
The believers have understood the power of the Institute process in terms of transforming the lives of individuals and preparing us for entry by troops.
En realidad yo me siento muy feliz de estar aquí en la inauguración del instituto, porque en realidad este ha sido un proceso de un trabajo de todos los Baha'is.
La construcción del edificio realmente es la culminación del esfuerzo de muchas personas y manifiesta el grado y el trabajo que lleva mucha gente.
No sabe, el instituto como instituto no es un lugar, es un concepto ya muy más amplio que tiene que ver con la vida espiritual de las personas, ¿no? El Instituto Rugí básicamente está dedicado en Colombia a la educación espiritual. El Rugí, el mismo nombre Rugí significa espiritual, ¿no? Entonces por eso se dice el Instituto Rugí, y realmente el enfoque ha sido ayudar a desarrollar esas capacidades latentes que están en el ser humano, ¿no? Y que va enfocado en una de las líneas del plan de 5 años, ¿no? Que tiene que ver con los recursos humanos. Hemos aprendido durante todos estos años cuáles son esos pasos, ¿no? Bueno, primero se inició una educación fuerte y sistemática con las clases de niños. Las clases de niños Baha'is realmente influencian mucho la vida, yo creo que de cualquier individuo, ¿no? Porque es donde están poniendo como que las bases espirituales de lo que va a ser esa persona.
Hoy aprendimos una oración en la clase de niños. Es de hecho un hombre que hoy se dedica al servicio de toda la raza humana.
A mí me gusta ir a la clase de niños porque nos enseñan más y siempre jugamos y nos divertimos.
Los niños a las clases de niños y los jóvenes que ya han pasado de clase de niños, que pasan al libro del poder de la palabra.
El libro El poder de la palabra está dirigido específicamente a los grupos prejuveniles. Este es un libro y está poniendo en contacto a ellos con la palabra sagrada, que es lo más importante también.
Lo que más me gusta de mi grupo prejuvenil son las lecturas y sobre lo que habla sobre baha-ullah y sobre Abdul-Bahar.
A mí me gusta mi grupo prejuvenil porque si yo no tengo un lápiz y una tiene 2, ella me presta uno.
Los cambios que han habido en el grupo prejuvenil pues son muchos. Las ganas que ellos tienen cuando, por ejemplo, me ayudan a mí en una clase de niños, pues los adelantos a veces me dejan boquiabierta, que yo misma ni creo lo que estoy viendo.
Cuando yo termine de mi grupo prejuvenil, yo pienso de coger unas clases de niños para enseñar la fe Baha'i.
Luego que uno va a la adolescencia, comienza con otros programas que son círculos de estudio más avanzados, comienza a conocer más de la fe Baha'i.
En mi círculo de estudio estoy aprendiendo muchas cosas buenas, por ejemplo, cómo debemos comportarnos con las demás personas.
Luego uno pasa al año de servicio donde tiene la oportunidad, yo creo que de poner también en práctica muchas de las cosas que ha aprendido. Y uno siempre dice un año de servicio, pero realmente es un año de servicio para uno, ¿no? No tanto para los otros.
El año de servicio ha cambiado un poco mi vida en cuanto a la actitud, ha mejorado mi comportamiento, mi carácter. Decidí dar mi año de servicio aproximadamente cuando era prejoven, que veía que otros jóvenes nos iban y nos daban más clases, entonces yo pensé que podría hacer lo mismo y aquí estoy sirviendo.
Bueno, sí me gustaría de hacer un año de servicio para ayudar a los niños, para que los niños siempre estén unidos.
Después de mi año de servicio pienso entrar en el programa de licenciatura universitaria que brinda el instituto.
El programa de estudios superiores del Instituto Ruhi es reconocido por el Ministerio de Educación y el programa de estudios superiores es la culminación de todo este proceso donde de verdad se está tratando de formar a un nuevo profesional que entienda conceptos sobre servicio a la comunidad y sobre valores morales dentro de su campo.
El concepto de educación que se maneja allí es totalmente diferente al concepto que se maneja en las universidades tradicionales. Entonces el hecho de ser una educación integral, que no mira únicamente la parte material del ser humano, sino que abarca muchos conceptos espirituales, le ayuda a uno a entender muchos de los procesos que operan en el mundo.
De que la licenciatura me va a ser de gran aprovecho porque así ayudo en mi comunidad.
Pues el proceso del instituto es de verdad un proceso de educación alternativa. Desde los primeros años hasta el nivel universitario se está formando un programa secuencial para preparar nuevos seres humanos que contribuyan a sus comunidades y contribuyan a la sociedad en general.
Lo que en cada uno de estos programas, entonces lo que hace es que te va conectando con la acción y con la misma necesidad de la comunidad, ¿no? Entonces cuando uno piensa en el potencial y cuando uno ve un proceso sólido de educación de la comunidad, entonces uno piensa si se le apoya y se sigue conscientemente y sistemáticamente ese proceso, tiene que dar sus frutos.
पक्कै पनि यो प्रशिक्षण प्रतिष्ठानका तालिम प्रक्रियाहरू सुरुवात गरेपछि यो क्लस्टरमा धेरै नै प्रगतिशील कार्यक्रमहरू भएका छन् र साथीहरूमा पहिलाको भन्दा बढी युनिटीको कुरा आएको छ र बढी कोअपरेटिभली काम गरौँ भनेर एउटा जोस आएको छ। स्टडी सर्कलका रुही 1 देखि रुही 7 सम्म कक्षाहरूमा हाम्रा 833 जना साथीहरूले पटक पटक गरेर भाग लिएका छन् र डिभोसनल मिटिङ अहिले 17 ठाउँ भएको छ र अर्को कुरा बाल कक्षा हामीसँग 17 ठाउँमा भएको छ। त्यसमा 528 जना बालबच्चाहरूले त्यो कक्षाबाट धेरै फाइदा लिइरहेका छन्, धेरै खुसी छन् बच्चाहरू।
यो रुही प्रोसेसले गर्दा नै यस्तो परिवर्तन आयो समाजमा।
सबैलाई नमस्ते।
यो रुहीले गर्दा धेरै मानिसहरू बाल कक्षाहरू सञ्चालन गर्यो, प्रार्थना सभाहरू ठाउँ ठाउँमा हुन थाल्यो, बाहाहरू पनि विभिन्न बाहा एक्टिभिटिजहरू गर्न थाल्यो। म यसको की चाहिँ बाहा युथहरूलाई दिन्छु। बाहा युथहरूले पहिला रुही प्रोसेसमा भाग लिनुभयो।
हमें तो ओकरा नहीं जाके है, नहीं जो नहीं मजा छ, एकदम कढ़िया पार्टी छु, खाली बढ़िया बढ़िया के छै हे बस जे छै एकदम करनी है नहीं जो कहीं के कहन यहाँ बक आ हमरा किने लागछे हमर जो छोरी क्लास लेल की ता हमें बुझनी एकदम आओ पढ़े जिसिन फेर होते करान हमर सिना जे एकदम बुझ छिन सुसिन सब कुछ एकदम बढ़िया लागछे हमर सिन के सब का जामल लागछे।
र रुही 3 लिसकेपछि हाम्रो मनमा जब स्कुल खोल्ने चाहना आयो हामी स्कुल खोल्ने निर्णय गर्यौँ र हामी स्कुल पनि बनायौँ। यो स्कुल खोलेर हामी बच्चाहरूलाई राम्रो शिक्षा दिन सक्छौँ, आध्यात्मिक शिक्षा दिन सक्छौँ। हामी युवा शक्तिले जे पनि गर्न सक्छ भने
हमरा एकटा बेटा छिवे ओकरा बोर्डिंग स्कूल में पढ़ा छै वे एकदम बढ़िया परिवर्तन हेला बढ़िया कोटेशन सब याद करला छी एकदम बढ़िया बुद्धि हेला छी
कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फ्रॉम द लीफ नाउ
र यो स्कुल बनाइसकेपछि अब यहाँ चाहिँ मानिसहरुमा धेरै परिवर्तन देखियो। उनीहरु पनि स्कुलप्रति धेरै आकर्षित भए। उनी बाहाहरू स्कुलप्रति मात्र हैन बाहाहरू पनि प्रति पनि आकर्षित भए। हामी अरु पनि बच्चाहरुले स्कुलमा पठाउन सक्छौं। गार्जियन्सहरुले आफ्नो बच्चाहरु पठाउन तयार छन्।
सुरुमा अब यो तालिम प्रतिष्ठानले जब रुही कक्षा सञ्चालन गर्न सुरु गर्यो त्यो धेरै अब निरक्षर सदस्य निरक्षर मान्छेहरु थियो त्यहाँ। त्यसपश्चात चाहिँ अब यो बाहाई इन्स्टिट्युटले टीआई इन्स्टिट्युटले चाहिँ एउटा साँच्चै नै बाहाई समुदायमा चाहिँ साक्षरता कक्षाको आवश्यकता रहेछ भन्ने महसुस गर्यो।
पार्वती ज्योतिनगरमा बस्छ्यो।
यो क्लास यो साक्षरता कक्षा सुरु गरेको 1.5 महिना पाउने 2 महिना जति भयो र जसमा चाहिँ अहिले 10 वटा कक्षाहरू छन्। 92 जना सहभागीहरू छन् र त्यसमा चाहिँ 8 जना जति बाहाईहरू छन्।
यसमा कोटेसनहरू छन्, उद्धरणहरू छन्, ईश्वरका बानीहरू छन् र महिलाहरूले बढीभन्दा बढी मात्रामा चाहिँ उद्धरणहरू मन पराएको छन्।
कुनकासी कोटेशन भी जाननी प्रार्थना भी जाननी हमरा एकदम परिवर्तन हेलो बग लाग्छ। हमरा एकदम बढ़िया लाग्छ। एकदम खुशी में रहछिन त बढ़िया लाग्छ।
र यहाँसम्म भनेका छन् कि म सुत्ने बेलामा उनीहरू बाहाई होइनन्, सुत्नुभन्दा अगाडि म यो कुरा कोटेसन प्रार्थना गरेर सुत्छु र बिहान उठ्ने बेलामा पनि म प्रार्थना गर्छु र किताब सँगै सधैँ मेरो पासमा हुन्छ भनेर केही महिलाहरूले भनेका छन्।
महिलाहरू चाहिँ सानो सानो व्यापारमै अल्झिरहेछन् र तिनीहरू धेरै मेहनत गरिरहेको छन्। र अथवा हाट बजार गऱ्यौँ भने हामीले कति आम्दानी गऱ्यौँ र कति खर्च गऱ्यौँ भन्ने कुराहरू हामी चाहिँ राख्न सक्दैनौँ। दिमागमा कति राख्ने कि कसले कति पैसाको सामान दिएको छु के सामान दिएको छु दिमागमा कति राख्ने। पछि गएर चाहिँ महिलाहरू पनि लेखपढ गर्न सक्छन्, हिसाबहरू गर्न सक्छन्।
सहयोग करके समय लिखे हिसाब बारी कुछ जाने और हमारा दुकान में फैक्ट्रिया सब महीना बारी खींची चावल कौन कहाँ खींची वो साग तरकारी तेल सेल कौन खींची तो हमें ओकर नामे नहीं लिखे जानवी वे का टका के लेल की जने 45 टका लेल की 50 टका के लेल की 40 टका के लेल की उना हम लिखे नहीं जाने तो यावत कारण हमें क्लास में जिछिन तो उना लिखे जानते हमरा बहुत प्रगति हेला बग लाग्छ। हमरा अनुभव
ट्रेनिङ इन्स्टिट्युटले यो पनि महसुस गर्यो कि आध्यात्मिकको साथसाथै भौतिक कुराको पनि आवश्यक रहेछ भन्ने महसुस भयो।
जुन साक्षरता पश्चात जुन ब्याङ्किङ प्रयोजन गरियो त्यसले चाहिँ हामीले कसरी लियौँ भन्दाखेरि समुदायको विकासको लागि केही न केही हामीले गर्नुपर्छ र हामीले यसमा चाहिँ धेरै पैसाहरू फजुलमा खर्च गर्थ्यौँ। अब त्यो बानीलाई सुधार्नको लागि र एउटा आध्यात्मिक मार्गमा हिँड्नको लागि सबैले केही पैसा जोगाएर चाहिँ जम्मा गऱ्यौँ।
किताबहरू चाहिँ सिखल गर्छन्। किताब में उठा के बैंक के बारे में क्लियर करे पड़ते कहीं के बैंक के हम उठा किताब में सकने छी। हमने में बैंक के तो सचिव छी हमरे गाँव छी सखन गाँव छी ओकर छन कहे जे फर्स्ट में जे नहीं छाकी राखी जे कुछ कमाई नहीं करछिन जे तो पाछू कोन कहल की जे कोन छी त भात जने अपन सियान त थारु न भतवा छ एकदम कैसे भात पुस्ती की तो कोन कहल की जे 100 दिनाक भात रान्ने का छ महिला ना जो भात एक मुट्ठी चाउर के सदरा राख्यान।
बैंक के बारे में सुनने पहना हमरा सिया के इटा पढ़ाई ले कि हमरा सिया के 100 का जमा है क्या भेला है क्या के तो इटा 100 का सोचावट करल की हमरा सिया के बैंक सोचने स्कैम की जे कोनो फेर व्यापार करबी जन तो हमरा सिया बैंक में आछिन तो हमरा से ओते से कोष बाट से हमरा सिया के बैंक से बाहर करी क्या के हमरा सिया व्यापार अगाड़ी बढ़ाए चाहछ।
खनौटा में पैसा कम राखिन कि कखनो बड़ बीमारी के लागि कोनो पैसा खाँचा पड़ती था ओथे से उठा के वो कुछ काम चलावी
र पछि त्यसबाट केही पैसाहरू लिन्छन् र आफ्नो एउटा प्रोडक्टिभ काममा चाहिँ खर्च गरेर आफ्नो जीवन यापनलाई चाहिँ उन्नतितिर अगाडि बढाउने जमर्को गरेका छन्। यो क्लस्टरको विकासमा मुख्य रूपमा मुख्य महत्त्वपूर्ण तत्त्व चाहिँ ट्रेनिङ इन्स्टिट्युट हो।
जुन रुही प्रशिक्षणका प्रक्रियामा जुन हामीले आध्यात्मिक शिक्षा पाउँछौँ त्यसपछि समुदायको विकासको लागि उन्नतिको विकासको लागि पनि केही सेवामूलक कार्यक्रमहरू गर्ने सोच छन्। नन बाहाईहरूलाई पनि यो बाहाई गतिविधिहरूमा बाहाई कार्यक्रमहरूमा आउनको लागि एकदमै सहयोग गरेका छन्। भविष्यमा फौजको सङ्ख्यामा वृद्धिको लागि एकदमै ठुलो ढोका खोल्नेछन् र सम्पूर्ण भागमा चाहिँ यसले ठुलो काम गर्नेछ।
Blessed is the spot. Nitara. Ai luogo. La chance. Y el corazón. Ratio Bahai. Google demo. Kau kakwa. Radio Patika. Hekit. Where mention of God hath been made and his praise glorified.